Leading up to my 17th birthday, I bought my car, which was pretty exciting, but then came the insurance nightmare. I tried to get insured before my birthday, but every website kept telling me, no mate, you're not old enough. So I did what any impatient person would do. I changed my birthday on the site just to see what the price was going to be. Spoiler alert, I had to wait until my actual birthday to buy the insurance. And here's the kicker. Being on a provisional license is about 10 times cheaper than the full license. Something to look forward to and save up for. Brilliant. So the big day finally arrives and the first thing on my mind isn't cake or present, just getting that bloody insurance sorted. We got some quotes, found one that looked decent and went to buy it, but then remembered there's this other place that might do it for cheaper. Because of course there's always a cheaper option hiding somewhere. I go on the other site, I get a quote, but instead of seeing the price, it's all like, you need to wait for an email or we'll call you. So I waited for like 5 minutes, but nothing came through. I got impatient and went on the comparison sites again. Found one for about 290 for the year, but with a 950 excess if I had an accident. Seemed alright, so I paid for it. Literally the second I paid, I got a text from the other company saying their car quote was cheaper. Of course, so I'd spend 30 minutes on the phone cancelling the first policy. Turns out there's a £25 admin charge for that, but hey, let's work out cheaper than the other company. £240 for the year and only £200 excess if I crash. Big up Adrian Flux Insurance. Eee. After the insurance saga, it was time for the presents. Lots of car related stuff, car floor mats, car polish, and even car smelly, but most importantly, L plates. Had some cake, then headed out to the quiet road where I jumped on the driver's seat, got comfortable, moved the seat, adjusted the steering wheel, and that's about it. Once I was all set, I started to have a feel of things. It was the same but different, but the same but different, but the same but different, but the same but different.
Yeah. Press your indicator off, whatever. Just check in your mirrors.
So I've just started driving, like legit driving, not just messing about in a simulator or pretending I'm fast and furious. Although I have already done that.
Just practice pull it off then. It's not too bad in this car. Stall it, so you know.
My very first thought when I started the engine was, alright, what do I do now? Which is quite funny because I already knew what to do. But when you're in the driver's seat for real, it's like your brain just decides to take a coffee break. So I just sat there until my dad gave me the lowdown on using the clutch. Here's the thing about the clutch. It's either your best friend or your worst enemy. In those early moments, it was definitely the enemy.
Right, yeah. I want you to do a wheel spin. How do I do that? Drop the clutch. What you're going to do, yeah. But you're going to bring the revs up. Bring the revs up. Not that high. That is. And drop the clutch. Yeah. Okay. Carry on. Why did you want me to do that? So you know. You know what it's all about. And that's how you would get out fast.
Pulling off was probably the hardest thing at first. It's like learning to walk all over again. Except this time there's a car behind you, and if you mess up, they're going to beep at you like they've never had a mistake in their life.
I'll go suck at your mama, you pussy off. Suck at your mama.
And trust me, I stalled about 20 times before I finally got the hang of it. In the simulator, you can reset and try again, but this is real life. It's just you, the car, and the increasing rage of the drivers behind you.
Oh, piece of shit! Learn how to drive!
Luckily, I'd already kind of figured out how to turn. I mean, I've spent enough time watching my parents and playing driving sims to know the basics. Plus, video games do teach you a thing or two, despite what your mum might say.
And everything they do is demeaning to women.
Jiggly jiggly young coming for a booty. Booty, booty, booty. Booty, booty, booty.
But it's still a whole lot different game when you're the one turning the wheel and there's no reset button if you mess up. Parking though, yeah, that's a whole nother story. I'm still working on getting close enough to the curb without actually being miles away.
Fuck.
Bruv, you are so far away from the curb, it's unreal.
Or curbing up my wheel. In real life, it's like you either end up practically on the pavement or just hovering somewhere in the middle of the road. But hey, as long as I'm not blocking any traffic, I'll take it. Now, let me tell you about my first hill start. In the simulator, it's easy peasy. Hold the brake and off you go. But in real life, I tried to do a hill start with just the brake, got to the biting point, and then boom! Started rolling back. People were behind me beeping like crazy and I couldn't even find the brake. I panicked big time, but luckily my dad pulled the handbrake before me. Crisis averted. Honestly, I was more annoyed at the beeping than anything. Like, I get it, mate, but I'm already gone. Traffic was one of those things that seemed super intimidating at first. My first thought was, oh my god, this is so hard, but the more I did it, the more I realised it's just a matter of clutch control and keeping your cool. Now I'm actually finding it kind of relaxing, just a bit of clutch and a bit of brake and you're good to go. When it comes to road signs, at first they were more like colourful suggestions to me. I'd see them, but I wouldn't really see them, you know? But slowly I'm getting better, they're starting to make sense to me and actually mean something. Maybe by next week I'll actually know what they all mean, but for now I can only dream. I'm feeling a lot more confident. Roundabouts don't make me sweat as much and I'm getting the hang of things. There's still a long way to go, but I'm making progress. The simulator's been a huge help too. It's given me a safe space to practice without worrying about causing any real life pile up. So if you're just starting out like me, I'll definitely recommend giving it a try. And hey, if I can survive the first few hours of driving, so can you. Just remember, the clutch is your best friend until it's not.